This is Hardy Brute, and today I'll be playing CardVentureJustAHead. We used to be a strong skeleton king, but the only thing we have left now is our head. It's a grid-based system. You slide along, and you physically whack into objects. So let's see how it goes. We've got a dark minion, turn invincible, or we summon a box and pushing damage does 50% more. Our basic attack currently does 3 damage, so when you push an object and it does 12 damage, it's pretty significant. So this box used to do 6 damage, but now it does 9. We can break through the wall here, pick up the fruit. This game has a very unique playstyle, and it's very similar to Lost for Swords, in that we each take turns and everything sort of progresses. So they're going to do an action, I'm going to do an action, and you can kind of gauge based on their action how to react or avoid damage. So increase vision and health, increase health, or drop 2 lightnings randomly after moving 4 steps. That's the only one that actually gives us damage. And who knows, maybe we'll go into a lightning build. Pushing is just so strong early on. Each of the creatures and their types have a specific movement pattern. These spiders, for instance, only go up and down. The plant attacks 2 spaces away, but he charges up first. There's also traps, there's water, there's all sorts of things to interact with and see what happens. This game is also pretty unique because the monster attacks, and their effects can actually affect the other monsters too and cause them to take damage. So you can use the enemies against themselves. But in most cases, if you play it smart enough, or you pay enough attention, you can avoid a lot of damage. I know the top is a shop and the bottom gives you free money. So every time you hit the cat, he just drops gold coins. And I don't think there's a negative to this, I think you just collect gold coins. And you can do this as much as you want as far as I can tell. So let's collect all the coins and move on. There's a shop later on, I think it's cost 11, 12. Actually, I just realized I'm paying life for gold. So now I have 9 life. Well, we still got a lot of free gold. The game still has fruit. Each round you heal 1 to 2 for my progression. So eventually we should get back to full life. The little blue slimes don't actually have a special ability, and they also get 1 shot. So they only have maybe 2 health, 3 health. The plants are much more deadly. But you can see it charge up, and once it's charged up and locked in the attack animation, it's going to do that attack. So you just have to avoid it. But the plants have 18 health, and we only do 3 damage, so we have to hit them 6 times. Let's get the lightning buff. And they're definitely going to charge up and attack between that time. So we can increase the lightning count from 0 to 2 times. We can drop more lightning as we move, or a 1% chance to drop 40 lightnings. Let's get the double lightning when we move. So now we'll be dropping 4 lightnings guaranteed instead of just a chance of more lightning. And we're off against the first boss. That Slime King needs our help to beat the elites. So we're fighting the Chomp boss, the Mega Chomper. His area effect is much larger than the small little chompers. He also has a big suck attack. And we found some cactus friends inside the trees. I'm not sure why they're there, this is the first time they've actually appeared for me, but it's making this boss fight a lot easier. Because he is being distracted, he is attacking them, and I can just wail on him in the back. I would like to trigger these 2 chompers, so that they attack each other. They have 1 more attack and then they're dead. I keep getting hit by that box. A chomper's attack 2 spaces away, but then he was also pushing the box. In addition to that, that's why I kept getting hurt. While I thought I was safe. It's a good thing they dropped a lot of fruit for us. And we still have quite a bit of cash from the cat, so our first shop should be pretty good. Another lightning ability. +1 lightning but a wider spread. That doesn't sound too bad. That would actually give us 2 more lightnings. +1 damage, that's pretty good. I would leave a chomper. Let's go in deeper into the lightning. So every time we move 4 spaces, now we drop 3 lightnings. Because we have 2 lightning abilities, we get +1/+1. Now we're fighting lumberjacks. They do a wind-up attack that circles around them. And it can damage all the other enemies, so you sort of trigger it and then run away. Hopefully these traps aren't going to trigger. Ideally you can have them sort of just kill each other, but you still need enough space to run away from them all. Nice, so there's a normal fight and a challenge fight. But the challenge fights can definitely kill you sometimes. Like with this, you only have 1 HP. You get a bigger reward if you succeed. But if you get hit once, the run's completely over. There's also a time trial as well sometimes. You have to kill a certain number of enemies in a certain amount of time. Although I assume you lose the run, or you just don't get a reward. I've never failed the time trial. That chomper in the corner is kind of annoying, but eventually the lightning will kill him. How the chompers are set up is a lot of the paths are straight, and they're really hard to approach without taking some damage. And if we take just 1 damage, we lose. So hopefully after I clear out these first 2 in the front, I can push the boxes, I can attack them from the side, and we can speed up the process quite a bit. I got that one guy low enough to one-tap him. And the wider lightning is actually a benefit at the moment, since I'm not sure the lightning would be able to reach them otherwise. Nice, so now we're just down to 1 slime and 2 chompers. And we can go up the middle here and have them attack each other, and that'd be really good. And the boulder only goes so far, nice. So now I have to bounce back and forth between attacking them. It's still going to work, it's just going to take a little bit longer. But at least I can reach them now, and not just rely on the RNG lightning. So usually with the elite and the tougher battles, you get more rewards. We get this gold chest as well. Get a bit more coins. All the traps and stuff disable, which is really nice. Would be annoying to deal with. So we actually got a skill for that. +1 lightning, but all strike the same spot. That sounds good, but it also sounds really bad. 10% chance to drop a bomb on lightning. Because if it hits the enemy, it's perfect, but if it doesn't hit, you're just going to be dancing around forever. So now we can spawn a bomb. On occasion, 10% chance. Let's push all the rocks down, try to kill some people along the way. And the bombs work like they do in Bomberman. So eventually they're going to set off in like 2 or 3 turns, and they're going to explode in a cross shape. And I do believe they do 10 damage. So it should block their path, it should be free damage. Should be a good thing. Yeah, this lumberjack keeps dancing around the barrel I want to hit him into, but that's fine. It looks like the trees or the cactuses can spawn from the trees themselves just randomly. So that's max health, this is a pushing mechanic, and this is just a question. The question could be more lightning, so I might as well go with that. Or restore health, or get a key. I think I'd rather have the health. Usually when they give you a chest, they also give you a key anyways, so I don't really think that's going to benefit us a whole lot. But that reward was pretty bad. I'm also not the biggest fan of the humans, because they attack almost immediately after you hit them. They attack in 1 turn. The chompers take like 2 or 3, so it's really easy to get hit by the humans. Didn't want to set off the chomper down below, so we got hit again. So now we just have chompers, and it should be quite a bit easier. Chompers are pretty easy to deal with. As long as you're paying attention and you dodge around them. Ideally, you just want to trigger them and then run around and hit them a bunch. And there's our first bomb. Nice. As with most things, I think the bombs can actually damage ourselves too. But they're usually so controlled and so far away that they're probably not going to hurt us. So let's get another skill. Throw 2 bombs in retaliation. Drop a bomb every 15 steps, or drop traps every 25 steps. I'm not a big fan of the traps, because I'm pretty sure that will kill us. It'll block our movement. Let's get the bomb every time we move. 15 steps. Well, that sign does not like humans, so this is our first shop. Summon 3 axe minions at the start? That would be a friendly ally. Lightning every 2 turns, that's pretty good. Bomb range +1. I might get the bomb as well. But they only explode when you attack them. So I think that'd be a downside and not a benefit. We can put our extra money in the piggy bank, which I have no idea what this does. But I assume if you reach a certain amount, something will happen. Usually you only get 1 shop. Before you die, before you fight the boss. Ooh, I've not fought this guy before. This is like a chess match. So we have the pawns in the front. The bishops, the castles, the knights. Those ones were definitely knights, they just jumped on me. I don't know the symbols though because they're all in Chinese, so dodging their attacks is going to be incredibly hard. And that pawn moved up, down, left, right instead of diagonally when it attacked, but I don't think you can even move diagonally to attack in this game. So I may just... that one's a castle. I may just jump around and let my lightning kill a lot of them. Because the king himself can only move 1, he's pretty easy to take care of. Hopefully, because this is a demo, when the game gets released, hopefully they can use symbols. Of the knight, of the horse, of anything. So that I can predict where they're going to move, or could move. Or even just a little red indication of where they're going to move. Because I am familiar with chess, I know how it works, but I still don't know the symbols. I think there's 2 castles and 2 knights left, and then the king. That's what it seems like to me. We got the bomb on the king, that's nice. And I'm really concerned about those castles sliding across and killing us randomly. I am much more concerned about them than the horses right now, the knights. And the king himself should be incredibly easy to take down. Just like with the big chomper boss, I think once the king is dead, all the other units will die. So he's got like 20% health. If we get lucky with a few bombs, it should take care of him. Nice, that was a great bomb right there. So he still has 2 castles. The most dangerous unit. It's got 1 knight. Ooh, and those castles sliding across is really scary. The king's almost dead though. Nice, we beat him with the lightning. I think the castles and the other units were also running into him for 5 damage apiece too. You might be able to win that map just by dancing around no matter what build you have. I drop 7 lightnings when a unit dies. Okay. Throw 2 bombs at the start for 5 turns. Every 50 turns, unleash a blast show. Let's get the added lightning when a unit dies. So it's 7, the plus the 1, so it's 8 lightning bolts now. So this is an event, but it's also a demo, so not all the events actually work. The sword in the stone, it was calling out to me. Still stuck, that's odd. So we have no hands, so we can't pull the stone out. This is the second time I've seen this event, and the dialogue has changed. So it might be an event that you just have to see multiple times. We don't have a key, and we have to actually break through the wall to get to the next area. Going into the Evernight Nest. Chapter 2. And I like the music change a lot. So she's the big boss. Another undead remnant. Your king is dead. A black dragon queen Helia. You dare speak my name? Come back again when you can walk. Maybe we will get our body back. But I kind of doubt it. Ooh, there's completely new enemies now. They look like the bullet bills from Mario. They move in one direction, and then they sort of stun themselves. Interesting. They're not super threatening. That bomb is gonna... It killed one of them. Nice. That's a pretty easy area. The main danger I've found of this area so far is that it's actually darker. You can't see the entire map, so you can't see what the movements of the enemies are going to do. This is the time trial one. I'm not sure if we do enough damage, because we do a lot of lightning damage, RNG based, so we may not be able to beat this one. Or we might die. Just trying to... Ooh, these spiders don't go left and right, they go up and down, left, right, up and down, left, right. They are much more dangerous. This looks like the end. And we have 6 seconds to kill them all. I'm not sure we can do that. We definitely would have timed out if we hadn't died there, though. And that's one of the reasons I don't like the red elite fights, because they can definitely end your run instantly. So let's do one more run. Let's see what we can get this time for a build. Another trap, a summon build, or we go with the bats. For the first 5 turns, we summon 8 bats in all directions. Which is really good for the first 5 turns, but then we have actually no ability after that. But I'd really like to go hard into the bat build and see if we can get that going. Now, chompers are probably one of the easiest enemies, unless the map is just against you. With our meta progression, the main things we've gotten so far is just more max health. We've gotten that we heal, I think, 2 now per room. But the big upgrades cost at least 100 ghost spirits, which sometimes you only get like 30 per run. So the big upgrades, which gives you +1 damage, are quite a ways away, or you really have to save up for them. So our ability helped kill that one guy, and now we don't have an ability for the rest of the map. I think the ones that start off with the first 5 turns are probably some of the weakest ones you can get. The sword in the stone won't budge. I already knew that. That sign did not tell me anything. Ooh, that guy was charged up and waiting for us. We don't really need more cash, so let's go into the mystery room. See what we get. So we can freeze enemies after 18 attacks, or possibly burn them, which is just more damage. Burn doesn't last forever, but sometimes it's like an extra 5-10 damage for free. And freezing after 18 turns is a long time to wait. I'd much prefer burning and the consistent damage. Slimes, unless you're surrounded, are completely no threat. Take care of the couple chompers in the corner. Oh, he even set the box on fire. I think that could be the one way to actually kill boxes. And we got 1 gold from that. That's funny. Go into bombs or the mystery? Of course we're going to go into the mystery. +1 attack when at full life, +2 attack when at 1 life. Well, the +1 attack should be free, and we should be able to avoid post damage, as long as we're paying attention. So we're fighting the chomp boss again. I don't imagine we're going to get those tree friends again. So we'll have to be doing a lot more dodging around. Doing 4 damage compared to 3 is quite a bit, actually. I can see why it cost 100 souls. Let's wait till he stops sucking the boxes. I mean, he's already half dead. Let's kill these chomps so we have a little more space to walk around. From what I've seen so far, you fight up to 2 different bosses in Chapter 1, probably in Chapter 2 as well. I've seen at least 4 different bosses in Chapter 1 alone. The chomp boss, there's a knight, there's also the slime boss, and we had the chessboard that we fought last time. I'm not sure if the chomp one is the easiest one, because his area effect is just huge. The knight one might be the worst, and the slime is pretty easy if you have enough damage. Otherwise, he's going to surround you. The chomp is almost dead. His suck attack is actually gotten quite a bit bigger. Ooh, I think he's gonna suck me here. I can't avoid it, yeah. So we took 16 damage there just from one attack. That is a lot, but we did end up beating him. We do heal +2 per round, and that's probably the biggest progression we've gotten so far. Having more max health helps. Having the more damage would help a lot. We just have to save up for it, and that's going to take 5 or 6 runs. Shoot bats in 4 directions with shorter range. Throw 2 bombs for the first 5 turns. That sort of goes along with our bats for the first 5 turns. All bats fly upwards only. That would also be interesting. But we don't have consistent bats. And changing the direction, I'm not sure if that actually is going to limit us or help us, so we'll see. But now they sort of guide towards them. It's interesting. So it probably is more useful. It probably does more damage. But it's still only for 5 rounds. We definitely need a way to generate bats on our own, based on attacks, based on something. Because the first 5 rounds, I think we're going in around 20 or 30 sometimes. So that's a long time without bats or an ability. I think the best ability we've gotten so far is the burning. Because it's just always there. So there's a shop or there's +10 max health. Let's go into the shop for now. We do have a little bit of gold. Ooh, and it's a life shop, so it's going to cost max health. +1 attack? Take away 5 vision and +2 attack. That's just better. Throw 2 bombs. I don't really like the first 5 turns thing, so... let's lose the vision. So the screen did get a bit darker, but our damage should be double now. We started at 3 damage, we should be doing 5s or 6s. We're actually doing 6 because we lost the max health, and now we're at max health. So we get the +1 bonus already. That's really good. I was not even thinking about that. But double damage. I can kill the chomps in 3 hits. Can I kill the little spiders in 1 hit? No, they still take 2. But we're pretty close. But these are little nest spawns? Wow, the chomp reached me from all the way over there. I thought the attack range was only 2. So if you look, yeah, he attacks all the way to the grass tree over there. So the attack range actually is 3. So I was just taking damage for no reason. So let's do the elite fight. We do a lot of damage. And whether we have 1 life or it's a time trial like this, we should be able to do it pretty easily. Hopefully the vision won't kill us. It sucks that we have a bunch of lumberjacks just because they have a lot of health. And the humans take 3 hits still. That is unfortunate. It'd be really nice if I could 2-tap them. We have to run down and get the humans? Ooh, I don't know if we're going to beat the trial on this one. It's going to be close. It's just us and the lumberjack. Nice, we did it. So we got a chest and we got to heal a little bit. We're actually back up to full life, nice. Plus max health or throw bombs. I think I'm going to take the max health because our max health is only 20. Yeah, we get to see a new enemy, the turtle. He works kind of like the chomp, he winds up and attacks. And then afterwards, he's protected and invincible until he comes back out. And from what I can tell, a lot of the elites and the bosses are based on the characters you see. So there's definitely a night boss, there's a slime boss, so there's probably a turtle boss I just haven't seen yet. And that could be very true for Act 2 as well, since we saw the Bullet Bill and we saw some other things there. The turtles really aren't that threatening though, they're just kind of annoying to kill. Because they become invincible, and you kind of just have to wait for them. So let's do another elite fight. That last one didn't go so bad. This one will probably be the 1 life. Yeah, because we just did the time trial. But at least we can take time to think in sort of space. Oftentimes with a time trial, you die trying to beat it really fast. Make silly mistakes. Make errors just because you're trying to go really fast. It would almost be more fair if it was turn-based. But every build is different. The lightning takes a lot more turns, but it may not take more time if I push the buttons really fast. In both cases though, just doing more damage is always better. And it's just us and the lumberjack. Nice. So we got a chest and a key. We're actually at max health, so we don't need any more fruit. We got 2 skills, throw bombs in the first 5 turns, and a high chance to launch a bat after destroying the environment. Let's launch some more bats. Bombs of the first 5 turns, max health, drop a chomp, get a key, become invincible for a little bit. These are all really terrible. It's really unfortunate because we had so much money. So let's get the bombs, let's get the invincible, and let's grab the key as well. Right now we're a bat build that doesn't really have a lot of bat synergy. We do all our bats in the first 5 turns, and that's kind of it. Ooh, we're fighting the knight. He can be pretty hard because he's just like the humans, so he attacks 1 turn after he starts procting. He put himself to sleep. I think our vision here might actually be helping us. Because usually the cards he throws on the ground, wow, he bounced around a lot. It's like a sword, it's an apple, it gives him a special ability, but because we can't see them, they might be turning into Z's and he might be going to sleep every time. So I think we cheesed this boss. Or just got really lucky. Because I've never seen him go to sleep. He ran away too. Nice, well we're going to heal quite a bit. We're back to 20. We're only down 8 health now. Every 50 turns, unless a blast show, a chomp, or max health. Let's get even more max health. So far our build is kinda all over the place. We drop a lot of bombs initially, which can do us damage too. The sword no longer wants to talk to us. Still stuck. Only a hero can draw this. Maybe Murphy knows. That might be somebody in town. It did give us a hint at least. Chomps or more max life? Let's get even more max life. So we pretty much healed from the cost of our attack upgrade. And now we're moving on to chapter 2. We still throw all the bombs initially. The black dragon is wounded. Pursue her. Can do. Now our vision is actually a detriment. Because this area is already darker than the first area, and it's really hard to see almost anything around here. So after following the river around, we went back to where we started, and we're heading down north towards the nest. The nests are pretty cool, because they spawn spiders, but once you kill the nest, it also kills all the spiders that it had spawned so far. So there's a really big benefit for killing the nest. It has like 30 health though. That may have been the only enemy there. Let's get the mystery chamber. Ooh, some Chinese symbols. Lose all abilities but +3 attack. Copy a random ability. Right now that's kind of our build. Is we have like +3 attack total. And then we get some random bats, we have some max health. That would correct our vision though, so let's get that. And we actually kept the max health upgrades. That's huge. So now we're just as strong as we were before, but we can actually see stuff. And now whatever abilities we get from now on can just add on to our flat 8 damage. We may have kept some of the attack upgrades too. Because we start with 3 damage. And we get +3 again. So we're getting an extra 2 damage. We might keep the helmet upgrade, I'm not sure. But our vision is definitely better. So now we have 50 health. Ooh, we got the flame back, nice. We have 50 health, we do 8 damage, and we can set things on fire. So we're definitely a basic attack build. A lot of boulders. And these spiders that killed me last time. Because they move in random directions. So I'm not sure. Ooh, we ran into that rock the entire way down. That is really bad. I'm still not sure how these spiders move. Are they going towards me, or are they just doing... Because he went to the right there for no reason. I don't think it has anything to do with how we're moving. This is the second time I've even faced those spiders, and I still have no idea what they're doing. Luckily we can heal a bit, and I just got a revive. So if we die, we'll come back with 1 life. If we do end up dying. I'd like to at least make it to the boss to see what he looks like. I'm also scared of those mushrooms because they look like they do poison damage to you. Bullet Bill is trying to kill us. He took out his friend. There was only 2 bullets there. That's kind of crazy. So now we're gonna fight the elite. We can heal a little bit. And let's see what the boss is. Fish Leviathan, okay. So this is kind of like Snake. He's following me around. Okay. And while he's doing that, I can go and attack his tail, probably. I'm not sure if it's like Zelda rules, where you can only damage or not get damaged by the very back of the tail. I'm just gonna keep attacking the tail. We have such little life, I can't really experiment a whole lot. He did take some trap damage there. Ooh, I can go back and forth here. His entire body's taking trap damage. So I'm just gonna keep kiting him around and trying to hit the tail. Ooh, he sped up on us. He took the quick turn. I should have gone left there, I just didn't want to take the trap damage. So now we're down to 1 hit and we could die. The tail is now gone. And I can actually attack the entire body. It just seems like the head can do damage to us. And the head gets stuck whenever it's trying to break through something. We're doing 8s and he still has a lot of health. We've only got him down to half. Those spawning rocks could be the death of us. Because they seem random, they seem pretty fast. And he is kind of predictable. Because he's just following the path that you're taking. He must have like 300 health though, 200 health. I'm gonna try to go back and forth here. Go to the left, and he just follows us back, nice. Ooh, I think we found the solution. Now there's 2 heads though. The trap is destroying them. This could be the way. This is the way. This fight is so easy now. Just keep going back and forth and the traps will destroy. Oh no, he followed me. And now we're trapped, yeah. If only we had a little more life. If we hadn't lost so much life to those spiders. Well, this game is a lot of fun. There seems to be a lot more to explore. It's a demo, but I'm really excited to see when this game comes out. Let me know if you'd like to see more. Alright, later.